Sarcastically explained, Jujutsu Kaisen. There's really not a lot to watch this season. I mean, yeah, My Hero Academia, sure, but the other ones I'm not so sure about. Well, you know what, let's take a look back and sarcastically explain some of last season's greatest hits, because let's face it, winter 2021 was so incredibly packed, and not all of us had the time to devour every show. So if you haven't watched Jujutsu Kaisen, first off, what's wrong with you? This thing only swept across the anime worlds like some sort of virulent plague. Don't buy the hype? Well, quite frankly, I didn't either, but buckle up because you are in for it. There will be some light spoilers ahead, but nothing major that'll ruin your enjoyment of the show, so feel free to keep watching. So, you ever wonder what would happen if we took Demon Slayer, Blue Exorcist, Mob Psycho 100, Bleach, My Hero Academia, and mixed it all up and threw in a hint of fate? Well, that's basically what Jujutsu Kaisen is. Now, surely this recipe is unstable from all these fatally good ingredients, right? Well, my brothers, you'd be wrong. Because Jujutsu Kaisen takes all the best aspects of these shows and delivers. Jujutsu Kaisen would send the most ardent French food critic back to their childhood. Jujutsu Kaisen would get 5 stars on Hell's Kitchen. Finally, some good f***ing anime. Now, what am I on about, you might ask? Well, basically in this world there are curses. Curses are invisible beings formed from negative emotions of people, and a lot of these just do harmless stuff like causing that nagging pain in your shoulder. But of course, there are ones that are completely insane and threaten to destroy the world as we know it. So what does humanity do about that? Well, enter the Jujutsu Sorcerers. These fine humans are the few preventing absolute chaos from being unleashed on us unsuspecting muggles. Now, caught up in the middle of all this is Yuji Itadori, your average shonen anime MC. He's got the strength, he's got the heart, he's got the recently dead relative to shape his character development, but he's also got the ridiculous looking hair. But what's he doing at the start of this whole thing? Well, he's hanging out with the occult club from Mob Psycho 100. By the way, Reigen Arataka would make a great Jujutsu sorcerer. And I guess Mob would be pretty good at it too. But back to Yuji, he hangs out with the occult club until they get their hands on a bona fide, cursed object. But don't you fear, first year sorcerer student, Megami Fushiguro is on the case. Yes, he has a woman's name, get used to it. He pulls Yuji aside right after his grandpa dies and tells him the nature of the object that he found. It's a finger from a powerful curse known as Sukuna. Basically, when Sukuna died, they buried his fingers, and these fingers can turn whoever eats them into Sukuna's next vessel, which is honestly a very bad time. Oh, and it turns out the occult club's unwrapping one of these things like right now. Thankfully, Yuji and Megami step in and save the day. Why did Yuji do this? Well, remember how his grandpa died? Yeah. Where other anime have some horrifically scarring trauma associated with loss, Jujutsu Kaisen takes the other fork in the road and leaves us with this very wholesome note. And Yuji keeps moving forward. Now, the mood of this would be all very nice if Yuji didn't try to steal the anime philosopher's crown from Shiro Emiya. Roll the tape.
知ってた。人ってマジで死ぬんだよ。は?
And while that is technically correct, as we all know, just because you are correct does not mean you are right. But actually, no, because he's also right here. Yuji then dedicates himself to fighting curses in honor of his grandpa and enrolls in Jujutsu Tech under the careful tutelage of Satoru Goju. And by careful tutelage, I mean he proceeds to troll his students to a magnificent degree. Like, this man does not give a single f***. Also, you know he's OP when he has to cover his eyes. Anime and powerful eyes, name a more iconic duo. Oh, and did I say Yuji had a choice in this? Well, nah, because they basically give him a choice between straight up dying or trying to eat all 20 fingers and controlling Sukuna, and if you can't do that, well...
君が死ねば、中の呪いも死ぬ.
Kind of a yikes. Now, no show is complete without its cast of expendable, lovable idiots. Of course, there's Megami. You know, it's really hard not to say Megami when I say Megami, which is kind of dumb if you think about it, because Megami is a real name, whereas Megamine is made up and it's supposed to sound dumb. But I also like to call him definitely not Sasuke. Thankfully, he's not as much of a standoffish prick in the beginning, and his quirk is the Ten Shadow Jutsu, which allows him to summon animal familiars to help him fight. And then there's Nobara Kuyasaki, a country girl with a taste for Tokyo's many luxury goods and food. Oh, and she's also got this cool voodoo hammer and nail thing going on. Basically nail apart your opponent, nail apart the doll, massive damage. Yes, I know there's more to it than that, but I'm just in awe. Just when I thought I've seen it all in anime. People fighting to death with notebooks, children's trading cards, steamrollers, and now a hammer and nail. I honestly think this might be one of the best trio dynamics in recent anime history. I only say one of the best because, well, I watched some clips of Inosuke, Zenitsu, and Kameboku Gonpachiro before writing this, so it's kind of a toss-up. But really, what a bunch of weirdos. Surely the other students can't be as weird, right? No, because the second years are just as weird, and there's this panda. Also, Kyoto Jutsu High is just as weird, if not a bit weirder, and I'd love to run through all these characters in depth, but time is of the essence. Let me know if you want to see that video in the comments down below. So those are our main Jujutsu sorcerers, and they set out into the world to try to become all that they can be. It won't be easy though, because along the way they'll meet curses and challenges that will, well, curse and challenge them. Okay, I know this wasn't the usual style I usually do for these, but honestly, Jujutsu Kaisen is an incredibly dense show. Trying to speedrun and explain both of its seasons felt like folly. Even this quick synopsis is missing a lot of important but not vitally important info. If you haven't seen this one yet, please go and do that right after this video. Mappa really pulled out all the stops for this one. And if you guys want to see more Jujutsu Kaisen on this channel, please do let me know. I've got plenty of ideas stored up for videos on it. If you don't though, then just tell me what you want to see me sarcastically explain next, and thank you for watching. Hey, Detective Sum here, letting you know to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and maybe check out the links below. Thanks for watching.